boils down to this, folks. It's the Europa Conference League playoff stage. That's right, win through here. Of course, then you go through to the group stages, but it's going to happen over 2 legs. I've got the first leg predictions, and they're coming at you next. That's right, folks. Bab's giving a prediction video. Today, we're looking forward to the Europa Conference League playoffs. That's right, first legs, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button and bang out today. All things Rovers related, Conference League related, World Cup related, boys and girls. We get it all here under one roof. Of course, Qatar 2022, that's for another day. Today, it's all about this. That's right, it's the Europa Conference League groups, playoffs before we get to those group stages. We'll get to that in a minute, of course. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, guys. You know who you are. But anyway, let's get into it. Of course, now look at how we all got to the stage via the third qualifying round's second legs. Here we go then. Of course, recapping the scores. Just a second though. Of course, if you are new, make sure you do me on and smash that subscribe. Of course, we're going to cover this all the way to the final, wherever that may be. Is it Baku? Something like that. Anyway, let's get into it. Of course, way back at the top of the shop there, AS Salonika against Maccabi Tel Aviv. 2-1 win for AS Salonika. AZ Amar with a big 7-0 drubbing over Dundee United, who thought they were already through after their first leg win over the Dutchies in the end. B36 Tórshavn did lose to Viborg 2-1 in the end. Young Boys Bern with a big 3-0 win over Cups. Called it, lads, called it. Cluj with a big 1-0 win over Shakhter Soligorsk. Petro Cub did lose to Ferencváros 2-1 on the night. University Krakowa with a big 3-0 over Zora Lugashnisk. Dunajská with a big 3-1 over Sepsi. Basel big 3-1 win over Brodumby. Of course, 20 with a big, that's the other way, 4-1 win for FC 20. It's pissing me off, this. It's pissing me off. But you know what I mean. 4-1 win for 20. 2-0 win for me. Yes, say what you like. DAC Streda are out, or at least lost on the night against Steaua Bucharest 1-0. Kisvárda with a big 0-0 draw against Nikosija. Gil Vicente with a big 4-0 win over Riga. Gżira United did lose to Wolfsberger 4-0 on the road there. Hibernians with a big 3-1 over Lugano, and Hibernians of Malta did lose to Rīgas, of course, 3-1 in the end. So let's take a look at the real score lines then. Maccabi Tel Aviv are through, AZ Amar are through as well. So are Viborg with a big 5-1 win. Young Boys Bern with a 5-0 drub in there. Cluj just the 1-0 to get through. Petro Cub are out with a 7-1 drubbing by Ferencváros. University Krakowa with a 3-1 win on the aggregate. We have a 6-2 win for Dunajská there. Basel squeaked through on penalties somehow. I think it might even be 3-2. I don't know what's going on there. 7-2 drubbing by 20. That's legit. FC Bucharest with a big 2-0 win over Streda. Nikosija with a 1-0 win. Aggregate scoreline. Gil Vicente go through 5-1. Gżira United are out 4-0 on the night on the aggregate. Belshava with a big 5-1 over Lugano. And of course, we got a 4-2 win for Rīgas there, I believe. Into the back end of the draw now. Istanbul Başakşehir against Brnovic. 3-0 win for Istanbul, I believe. Of course, KF Shkëndija did lose to AIK Solna 3-2 on the night. Klaksvík lost to 7-3 to Balkane 4-3 on the night there. Kisvárda 2-1 win over Molde. Konyaspor of Turkey lost to Vaduz of Liechtenstein, I think. Crazy score on there, 4-2 win. Lech Poznan with a 4-1 win over Viking Reykjavik. The Spartans of Hamren lost to Liskoviski Sevilla. Panathinaikos and Slavia Prague only draw. Raków with a big 1-0 win over Sparta Trnava. Rapid Vienna 2-0 win on the night as well. Called it, boys, called it. Antwerp with a big 2-0 win over Lillestrøm. Anderlecht with a 3-0 win over Paide. Soligorsk Rovers with a 1-0 win over Viking. But is it enough? St. Patrick's Athletic did lose CSK to Sofia at home 2-0. Turbo Castañay with a 1-1 draw against Morstar, and Victor Guadamares DB Hajduk split 1-0 on the night. But again, is it through? Let's go have a look. Of course, Istanbul Başakşehir are there. AIK Solna will join them. Balkane go through 4-4. Of course, penalties I think was decided on that one. Molde 4-2 win over Kisvárda. Konyaspor are out. Vaduz go through. Poznan go through as well with a 4-2 aggregate scoreline over Reykjavik. Hamren Spartans with a 2-2 aggregate scoreline, penalty scoreline, whatever you want to call it. Slavia Prague are through. Panathinaikos are out. Shit show going on there. Raków Krakowa with a 3-0 aggregate scoreline. They're through. Vienna will join them. So will Antwerp, Anderlecht, Viking FK are there. So says CSK Sofia. Zrinski Moscow will join them. And Hajduk split with a 3-2 aggregate scoreline over Victor Guadamares, was a bit of a surprise. Tough one, that one, of course. But anyway, those are the third round qualifying matches. Let's, of course, take a look at the players. But before that, remember, smash your subscribe. Of course, we're going to take a look at them bad boys right here, right now. Your one-stop shop for Europa Conference League. Here are we go. Just these guys. We're getting there. We're getting to the nice sort of numbers, but we're going to take a long, hard look at it, starting right here. Right at the top of the shop is Dunajská coming up against Nicosia of Cyprus. Sweden against Cyprus. Never played each other, of course. Dunajská, 92% form for them. Unbeaten in the last 12 games. Nicosia coming to us on 75% form. Unbeaten in the last 7 games. Of course, winning 3 and drawing 3 over the last 6. Of course, Nicosia did draw with Krasnodar to get to the stage. Dunajská with a big 3 and a bit of a sepsi. Of course, they are in action, or at least Dunajská are in action tonight, tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. So, of course, going to be looking forward to that one. The odds here, 43 on Dunajská, 5-2 is draw, and 7-2 is your away win. So the hosts are favoured to win this game. I'm backing them at least to get a home win on this one, 2-0 in the end. Raków Krakovia up against Slavia Prague, bit of a zinger this one. Of course, taking place over in Krakovia. Pleasure than never, of course. Krakovia just 1 defeat over the past 6 games, 83% form for them. Haven't lost in the last any of the last 14 home games. They've also won 6 home matches in a row. Slavia Prague, though, coming to this 75% form, just 1 defeat over the past 6 as well. Slavia Prague did, of course, knock out Panathinaikos. Krakovia knocking out Trnava as well. Not much going on. They are actually both in action, the domestic top flights heading into the 7-4 is your Krakovia, 6-4 is your Slavia Prague, 11-5 is your draw here. I'm back in Krakovia to get a result here in the first leg. It's not over yet though. A big scoreline, 2-0 in the end, but will it be enough to see them go through? We'll see. Rīgas up against Linfield, of course, of Northern Ireland. That's right, coming at you over at Rīgas. Rīgas, of course, 67% form for them, just 1 defeat past 6. Up against the Linfield side, of course, they've lost 3 on the bounce, 33% form for them at the moment. Of course, lost 3 away matches in a row, 3 matches period in a row. Of course, they did lose to Zurich in the Europa League qualifying stage. They haven't scored in the last 4 games. Goodness gracious me, last time they scored 3 games. Last time they scored was against Bodo Glimt in the home leg. I think that's where they're going to be pinning their hopes on in this game up against Rīgas. Of course, looking at the odds for this one there, shall we? Have 20-13 on is Rīgas, 4-1 is your long shots to Linfield, and 30-5 is your draw. I've gone with a 1-0, which is the 1-0 win for Rīgas on this one to, of course, make it a bit of a spicy second leg back in Northern Ireland. Meanwhile, we've got Young Boys Bern up against Anderlecht. Bit of a zinger here. Taking place over in Switzerland. Of course, Young Boys, 83% form for them. No losses in the last 16 games. Of course, they haven't lost any of the last 11 home matches. Anderlecht have a winning streak of 3 matches, which, of course, is 83% form for them over the last 6. Just 1 defeat, of course, heading into this. Of course, Anderlecht did knock out Paide, Lillestrøm, of course, and Young Boys Bern with a 3-0 win over Cups to get to this stage. Young Boys Bern haven't conceded a goal in the last 3 games heading into this. The odds for the home leg on this one, anyway, 23-20 is your host, 21-10 is your Anderlecht, and 9-4 is your draw. Back in Young Boys Bern with a 2-1 win for them at home to give themselves the upper hand into the second leg. Slovácko up against AIK Solna coming out of Sweden as well. Never played each other. Slovácko, though, 50% form, just 1 win in 6 for them. However, just drawing 4 the last 6 as well. Up against AIK Solna, 58% form for them. 1 defeat the past 5 moving forward. Of course, heading into this, Solna or AIK taking on Värnamo in the domestic top flight there in Sweden. Of course, Slovácko up against Český Budějovice, where they're expected to win in their top flight. The odds for this one then, we have the host 11-10 on for the victory. Of course, 23-10 is your draw. 14-5 is your away win here. Back in Slovácko to get a draw on this one. 1-1 in the end. Of course, to make a spicy second leg as well. Molde coming out of Norway up against Wolfsberger coming out of Austria. Coming out on the 18th of August. Molde just 1 defeat past 6. 83% form up against the Wolfsberger. Just 1 win in 6 for them. 42% form for them. Wolfsberger have not lost any of the last 4 away matches. Molde haven't lost any of the last 10 home matches. And they've actually won 5 in a row. Moving on to this one. Look at the odds for this. 4-3 on is your Molde. 13-5 is your draw. 65 is your away win. That's Wolfsberger. Back Molde here to get a 1-0 win for them. If you saw it earlier, cheeky little bastard you are. Meanwhile, CSK Sevilla up against Basel coming at you over in Sofia in the first leg. Played each other, of course, 3 times since 2009. 2 was for Basel, 1 for CSK Sevilla. 0 draws, of course. Coming at you on the 18th of August. 75% form for CSK Sevilla up against the Basel side. 58% form. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games for both of these 2 sides. Last time I played each other over in Sofia, it was a 2-0 win for Basel back in October 2009 in the Europa League group stages. Of course, look at the odds here. We have 2-1 is just Sofia, 23-10 is your 5-4 is your away win. That's Basel. 2-1 win for me for Basel on this one. What about you? Let me know down below. Meanwhile, Maccabi Tel Aviv up against Nice, which would be very, very nice in France. Played each other never, of course. Maccabi Tel Aviv, 58% form for them. 2 defeats past 6 games up against the Nice side, just 1-1 in 6. 42% form. Not very nice, is it? Of course, they drew with Toulouse last weekend. Of course, taking on Strasbourg this weekend. Maccabi Tel Aviv on kick-off off their top flight action after the conclusion of the first leg of this. 2-1 is your Maccabi Tel Aviv, 21-10 is your draw, 13-10 is your Nice, which will be very, very nice. They're favoured to win this game. 2-0 for them, for me, on the first leg away from home. University Krakow up against Hapoel Warszawa. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Over in Romania, that's right. Coming out on the 18th of August, 58% form for Krakow. Back-to-back wins for them. Up against the Warszawa side, 1-4-5 on the bounce. 83% form for them moving forward. Of course, looking at the odds for this one, we have 11-10 on is your Craiova, 12-5 is your draw, 3-1 is your away win here. Hapoel Warszawa 2-1 win in the end. Tight game. First leg very, very spicy. Second leg even spicier. Moving forward, Istanbul Başakşehir up against Antwerp, of course, so it's Turkey up against Belgium. Of course, looking horns over in Turkey. 92% form for Başakşehir right now, winning 4 on the bounce. In fact, they haven't lost in the last 13 games. In fact, they haven't lost any of the last 7 home matches. Moving forward, up against the Royal Antwerp side, who haven't lost in the last 10 games. 100% form for them, winning at least 6 on the bounce. Goodness gracious me. Looking at the odds for this one, another tight game. Even Stevens is your Istanbul Başakşehir. 9-4 is your draw. 11-4 is your away win. That is Royal Antwerp. Back in the tour, so 2 win for Istanbul Başakşehir. Turkey, very, very interesting place to go in regards to football. Shrinsky Mostar, they're taking on Slovan Bratislava. A very, very tight game on this one as well. Played each other 2 times in 2009, 1 with a piece. No draws. Of course, Shrinsky Mostar, 75% form for them. Just 1 defeat in the past 6 games. Haven't lost in the last 4. They've actually won 3 home matches in a row. Slovan Bratislava coming to this, also 58% form for them. Just 1 defeat past 4 for those. Of course, their biggest win over Shrinsky Mostar, 4-0 win, which was, of course, last time they played each other way back in July 2009. The last time they played each other in Shrinsky Mostar's venue was a 1-0 win way back in also July 2009 in the Champions League qualification phase way back when. 8-5 is your Mostar on this one. 8-5 is your Bratislava. 11-5 is your draw. Which way are you going to go? I'm going to go with right down the middle and a draw. I cannot separate 2 sides. Maribor, they're going to be taking on Cluj, of course, also coming out of Romania. That's right, coming at you on the 18th of August. Maribor, 5 defeats on the spin, 70% form for them. Up against the Cluj side, unbeaten in the last 5, 67% form for them moving forward. Of course, the odds for this badger then, shall we? Of course, 21-10 is your host, 9-4 is your draw, 6-5 is your away win. That is Cluj, back at a 1-0 win for them on the road. Enough, perhaps, to get through to this second leg. Meanwhile, Lech Poznan up against Dudelange coming out of Luxembourg. It's Poland-Luxembourg locking horns on the 18th of August. 50% form for Lech Poznan, 1-2 lost and drawn 2 over the last 6. Dudelange have actually won 3 of the last 6. 58% form for them moving forward. Of course, taking place in Poland, the first leg, 4-1 on is your Lech Poznan, 17-4 is draw, 11-1 is your Dudelange, of course, unfancied here, 2-0 win in the end for me for Lech Poznan. Meanwhile, moving forward, we have Bucharest up against Viking coming at you over in Bucharest. Bucharest. Played each other never, of course, 67% for the hosts on this one, just 1 defeat past 6. They haven't lost any of the last 9 home games up against the Viking side, 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2 over the last 6. The odds here, of course, 5-4 on is your hosts, 5-2 is your draw, and 10-3 is your away win. That is Viking on this one. Going to go with the 3-1 for the host on this one. Smashy, dot dashing, and again edging closer to the next stage. Moving on to Köln, of course, entering the tournament at this stage from Germany up against Ferencváros, of course, who did a fancy demolition job to get to this stage. 58% form for Köln right now. Just 1 defeat past 5 up against a Ferencváros, 1-3 on the spin. 67% form for them moving forward. Of course, comfortable win for them. In fact, they've been scoring a shit ton of goals over the last 3 games in all competition. 11 goals scored, just 1 goal conceded up against Köln side, who did draw with Leipzig on today the day of recording. The odds for this one then, shall we? Have Köln coming at you. Where are you? I saw you. It's 7-2 on for the victory for the host here. 9-1 is your way win, and 50-4 is the bloody draw on this one. Back in, of course, a 2-0 win for Köln on this one to give the upper hand to the Bundesliga side into the second round. West Ham also enter at this stage because of Viborg side at the London Stadium. That's right. West Ham, though, without winning 5 now, 42% form. Viborg, though, 4 wins at the last 5 games, 67% form for them moving forward. West Ham haven't won the last 5 games. They've also played 6 home matches in a row without winning. Wow, that's a stat you don't want to hear too often. The odds for this one, 4-1 on is your West Ham, 70-4 is your draw, and 9-1 is your away win here. 3-0 win for the Hammers, of course, to end the hoodoo and get back to winning ways. Villarreal up against Hajduk Split coming at you from Spain. Again, another juggernaut entering at this stage, winning 5 of the last 6, 92% form up against Hajduk Split side, who've won 3 and lost 3 over the last 6. Of course, coming at you though, last time around, well, actually didn't play last time around, but 3-1 on is your Villarreal on this one. 7-2 is your draw, 13-2 is your away win. Villarreal get the upper hand on the first leg against Hajduk Split, but it's not game over just yet. Into the final stretches now, we have Shufki. They're going to be taking on Balkanai. This is another tough game that could go either way. I've got to find a bastard first. Taking place in Shufki Shkëndija for the first leg. They have played each other 1 time. We'll talk about it in a minute. 25% form for the hosts. 67% form for the visitors, of course, unbeaten in the last 4 games. Of course, they played each other friendly. It was a 2-0 winner. It was a victory for Balkani as guests here. Shubki were the hosts. Of course, coming at you on the odds for this one, 11-10 is your host, 23-10 is your Balkani, and 23-10 is your draw. Back in, of course, at 1-1 here, because I don't know which way that's going to go. Do you? Let me know down below. AZ Alkmaar up against Gil Vicente, of course, coming out of Portugal. Goodness gracious me. Never played each other, though. I would say Alkmaar 83% form, winning 5 of the last 6 up against Vicente, who are also unbeaten in the last 5, 6% form for them moving forward. AZ Alkmaar have won 7 games in a row at home. Meanwhile, Vicente haven't lost in any of the last 5 away matches heading into this. Goodness gracious me, going to be tight, isn't it? Meanwhile, look at the odds. 20-13 on is your AZ, 11-4 is your draw, and 70-4 is your away win. Now, back in AZ to win the home game on this one. The second leg is where it's all at. Partizan Belgrade up against Hamrun Spartans coming at you at Partizan this coming week. Never played each other. 42% form though for the host. Just 1 win and 6. Up against the Spartan side, have won 3. Actually won 4 of the last 5 heading into this match. Of course, in all competitions and all venues. The odds though, 5-1 on is your Partizan Belgrade. 11-2 is your draw. 9-1 is your long shots. Hamrun Spartans. Because you ain't gonna back them, are you? Surely 3-1 in the end for Partizan Belgrade. Fiorentina up against 20. What a zinger chicken dinner we have on our hands. Of course, played each other never. 50% form though for Fiorentina, won 3 and lost 3 up against the 20 side. 100% form for them, winning 6 on the bounce. In fact, they have a winning streak of 9 on the bounce. Of course, they come into this one 29 on is your Fiorentina. They are red hot favourites. 14-5 is your draw. 13-2 is your away win. Of course, 20 here. 3-1 win in the end for Fiorentina. But you know what? I still don't think that leg's over. I think there's lots to be had still in that game. And then wrapping up. It'll be Vaduz. It'll be Rapid Vienna. And of course, also on the 18th of August, 42% form for the hosts. Of course, just 1 win to 6 up against the Rapid Vienna side. Just one defeat to past 6 games. 75% form for them moving forward. Vaduz have played actually 4 games now without winning at home. Goodness gracious me, a terrible stat that is. The odds though for this one, we have Vaduz 10-3 for the victory, 4-3 on is your Vienna, and 13-5 is your draw. Back in Vienna here, a 1-0 win for them to take it to the bloody house. And again, that's just the first legs. We'll be back for the second legs, and of course the winners of those aggregate scorers will go through to the group stages in the end. Make sure you smash your subscribe, of course, and join me for those second legs right back here at Blackburn Overseas. Of course, check out links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course Patreon as well. But until then, boys and girls, we're done right now. I'll see you soon for the next one. Until then, I'm out.